have been doing, and I have all my tools here that I've been using to get the job done. I've been using braids as the anchor. I insert the hair into a portion of the lock that I feel is strong, not super ends, and I'm not just braiding it into the hair. You know how like you add hair and you just braid. I'm crocheting a piece in. I did try just adding hair and I was able to just like slide the extension out. I think if the hope is to slide the extensions out, maybe. But my hope is to use that as a way to extend my locks. And the longest piece of lock that I have is around 17 inches. So my hope was to extend the front kind of close to that, as you can see here, so that it looks even. It's not as choppy. So I have been using this. I got this from the beauty supply store. This is the 2x Kinky Bulk Natural Afro in Golden Blonde. I went to like 4 stores to find this. Everything that I saw was like a 4 or 2B or whatever. And while you can bleach this hair, my hope was to not have to do that because I don't know how it's going to bleach, how it's going to function. And I was scared of ruining the integrity of this hair because it's bulk, and you know, I don't know what it's going to lift to. I would rather just dye this. So my hope was to get the lightest that I could find, and you know, so it comes like this, and it has little layers. And what I've been doing is taking the tiniest piece. I think when I first started, I took these jumbo pieces and I saw how big the locks were getting even before I tried to like wrap them or anything. And when I say tiny, I'm gonna take out a row of this, like so. I've been taking like pieces literally like this, and even this might be just slightly too big. Using this to create the braid. See how tiny that is? Because the locks are tiny. After I do that, I rough them up. So let me show you my tools. Been using this tool to crochet the hair in. This is a 1.5 by 2.75 millimeter. So I use this. If I have to do any maintenance, there's parts of the lock that need to be interlocked. I've been using my latch hook, but that's the only reason why I have this here. For some of the locks that have bulbs on the end, like find a good one like this, I would comb it out just a little bit so I could blend the hair a little bit better. And then by the time it gets time to do what I've been doing, so you can see the difference, this is after I have wrapped them. So you can see here's one where it's just the braid. It will curl up, and I guess I could leave it like this because, you know, you can start your locks with braid locks. I just like the look of trying to match how my interlocks look compared to leaving it like this. You see these are all fluffy and whatnot, but these are actual locks. After braiding, and God, it took so long, I roughed up the braid with a brush. Also used the comb a little bit to kind of get it rough looking. The hair is kind of like soft, so it was a little neat. And then I used my crochet tool just a little bit. This is the 0.55 millimeter. Honestly, if I had just one of these instead of the 2, it would probably work better because my locks are smaller, but this is all the beauty supply store had. Go through this a little bit, especially the section where, well, not this fast, but section where I connected the braid a little bit. And then I've been doing a wrapping method. So I'm going to have a clip here because I tried to get me doing it on my hair and it did not come out right. Okay, for the sake of time, this is sped up just a tad bit.
This process did take me weeks to extend all 375 of my locks, but I wanted to show you at least my process. So here I created a fake lock so I can show you how I'm adding hair to a strong piece of my lock. That will be the anchor. And from there you braid down to the length of whatever, wherever you're trying to go for your extension. Sometimes you will have to add additional hair. For when I was adding additional hair, sometimes I would crochet it in, other times I would just add it like I'm doing box braids. Whether you're over braider or under braider, you would just add hair how you prefer. Braid it down to a little bit past where you think you might need, just because I noticed that with that kinky bulk hair, the hair would unravel a little bit. To start the actual extension, I would crochet a tiny piece into where that braid started when it was on its own and not near my lock. I would wrap twice and then insert the crochet hook into part of the braid and then pull the hair through, wrap twice, crochet the hair into the braid, and keep doing that until I got to the end or where I wanted to stop. Now, to actually close off the lock, what I did was just use a knot. I would take a little piece of the hair that was left, just like you would with a box braid, you know what I mean? Take a piece of the hair, wrap it around, knot it, and then I would trim the hair, use a comb, use a brush to kind of rough it up a little bit, and then use the crochet hook to seal it off and palm roll it a little bit to get the ends to seal and create the lock.
It is 5 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 6 and I'm tired. Here I am halfway through the process and you can tell the difference. So again, I feel like if I wanted to, I could stop at just adding the braids and you could just, I don't know, do the braiding and banding method until it kind of locks up. But I feel like if I'm going to extend, I might as well extend to make it look realistic. So you can definitely see the difference between doing that wrap and crochet method. It definitely looks like it's mine. And I wanted to get a little close up. Of course, the color is different, but you can see like even the texture of it. For me, I still have like some of the interlocking pattern, especially like midway through. And so to me, it looks better once I color it to kind of match, and we'll see, because I don't know, I've been feeling red, I don't know. But anywho, once I color it to match, you won't even be able to tell. Compared to just braiding it, again, I tried to braid as close to the end as I could, but even with just braiding it, it's super curly, and then you can definitely see the braid pattern compared to this where it looks like a lock. So I noticed that for me, I've been doing it a little bit slow. So for me, a row takes maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how many locks is in that row. I have more locks in the front than I do in the back. In total, I have 375 locks. So I knew it was going to take forever. I just didn't know it was going to take this long. On Saturday, I was able to I woke up and I was able to braid everything, but that still took a good 10 hours. What I've been doing here lately is waking up early, super early, get up around 4-ish before work to do a couple hours work. Then after work, do a few. So it is now Thursday and I'm finally finished everything, including using the crochet tool to kind of get in and get the locks. So I will say I didn't want to wash my hair until I finished this, and I feel like my hair smells crazy. So I'm excited to finish this. That's what's keeping me going, because I want to wash my hair. I will be doing the braiding and banding method. So yeah, but here I am. It's Thursday and I started technically on Saturday. So it's been 5 days technically. I haven't really been working that much on it. I did have the flu. So when I got everything, most of my time was spent resting. until I could really focus on getting this done. I feel much better now, so I've been able to wake up early, put some time in, evening, put some time in. So I'm gonna see how much I can do before I have to get ready for work. And yeah, next time you see me, we'll be finished and you'll get like the full view. I lied. I'm back before finishing my hair, but that's because I needed to wash my hair. I was trying to hold off until I finished all the locks before I washed, but it was getting crazy. So I had the flu, which prevented me from like starting the process when I thought I was gonna start it. And then you just know, you know how you like, I felt like I smelled like I was sick, you know what I mean? So I had to get that off. I did, however, finish the front, like I mentioned. One thing I did notice is that there is some shedding, and it could be just because the hair is blonde. And then also I did braid the hair and then crochet the hair around. But I don't know, you all tell me. It looks like mine. I don't even think you could tell what, I mean, from afar. But even when we get close up, you can like see. It almost looks like I grew it out and dyed it, which is what I wanted. It is pretty full, considering like how my hair used to be when I had the layers in the front and had the longer pieces in the back. Now, for the back, all I did was the prep, so I just braided the hair in. None of it's finished, it's just braided. So I'm gonna have to be cautious because I did notice because first of all, I did the braiding and banding method to wash my hair, and I did notice like some of them, like some of the braids loosened up. So that's gonna be annoying when going back to crochet, but that's okay. I needed my scalp to be clean, and I don't know. So when I was looking, I was like, okay, this blonde is cute. However, I'm feeling a little cinnamon, little red. I feel like reds look good on me, and I go through this all the time because I do the red hair. And I'm like, I'm tired of being a redhead. I want to go lighter. And then I'm finally here, and I'm like, It looks pretty, but I just feel like when my hair is red, there's something about it that just it does something to me. It makes my skin pop. I feel like I glow a little bit more. Even with this blonde, this is like a strawberry blonde situation. It's not the original yellow blonde that I had. We'll see. Let me show you all the back. Let me make sure my strap isn't in the way. I try to make sure things were even, and don't mind some of these pieces, they didn't get braided down right, so don't laugh at me. But anywho, this is the back. You can see how full it is, and I will hopefully have a clip of what my hair looks like straightened, or I'll probably just do a part 2. I'll make this a part 1. The method that I use to crochet the hair is going to be different because I was able to use my crochet tool in the front, but when I got to the back I realized I couldn't see. So I ordered a latch hook situation. It's supposed to be smaller. They're the ones that you can use for Microlocs and sister locks, so I'm going to use that instead of the crochet hook, and I'll probably just do another video showing you how to do that as well. But yeah, here we are. Let me know if you have any questions. I will hopefully get back to you in time. Bye.